If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. These timeless words by Sun Tzu, written over 2,500 years ago, contain insights that go far beyond the battlefield. The art of war isn't just a guide to military strategy. It's a roadmap for life, leadership, and achieving success in any area. Its lessons apply to everything from running a business to navigating relationships or personal challenges. In today's video, we'll break down 13 powerful principles from this ancient text and explore how you can use them to win in life, work, and beyond. Stick around, because I'll reveal the most misunderstood strategy of all. One that could completely change how you approach success. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button to join our community of strategic thinkers. Every week, we break down timeless wisdom and powerful ideas to help you thrive. Why the art of war is still relevant. Why does a text from ancient China still resonate today? The answer is simple. The rules of strategy never change. Whether it's a battlefield, a boardroom, or a sports arena, success often comes down to preparation, discipline, and adaptability. Let me share an example. Sarah, a friend of mine, ran a small startup in a competitive industry. Her competitors had bigger budgets and better connections. She felt outmatched until she read The Art of War. One principle stood out: avoid what is strong, attack what is weak. Instead of competing with larger companies head-on, Sarah found an underserved niche they had overlooked. By focusing on this market, she tripled her revenue in 6 months. Stories like this prove the timeless power of Sun Tzu's wisdom. Let's dive into these 13 principles and discover how they can transform your life. Lesson 1. Laying plans. The war is won by those who plan. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu teaches us that success in war, business, or life begins with careful planning. Before stepping into conflict, you must analyze 5 key factors: moral influence, weather, terrain, leadership, and discipline. These factors help you understand where your advantages lie and prepare a strategy that minimizes risks while maximizing success. Moral influence refers to unity between leaders and their followers. Weather and terrain represent external conditions that may affect the course of action. Leadership points to the qualities of decision-makers, their wisdom, trustworthiness, and decisiveness. Discipline ensures everyone knows their role and performs it with precision. Jeff Bezos applied this philosophy when building Amazon. Before launching, he analyzed customer needs, logistical challenges, and technological trends. His detailed planning allowed Amazon to advance step by step and eventually dominate the global market. In our lives, planning is also the key to success. For instance, succeeding in a job interview requires more than just a polished resume. You need to understand the company's values, culture, and the challenges they face. Then you can strategically present how your skills align with their needs. Before any challenge, take a moment to ask yourself, what are my goals? What factors might influence success? What steps must I take to be fully prepared? Sun Tzu reminds us that victory begins long before the first step onto the battlefield. Detailed planning gives you the advantage while others are left improvising. Lesson 2. Waging war. A prolonged war exhausts resources. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu warns that successful conflict management, whether in war, business, or life, depends on the efficient use of resources. Long battles not only weaken the army, but also drain the economy and morale. Speed and efficiency are critical. Wasting time or energy often cost more than the conflict itself. Tesla exemplifies this principle in business. Elon Musk recognized that lengthy development processes could be devastating. He prioritized rapid prototyping, iteration, and efficient resource use. As a result, the Tesla Model S became a market leader before competitors could catch up. In everyday life, this principle is equally relevant. Hesitating or delaying important decisions can lead to missed opportunities. For example, if you're considering a new project or career move but take too long to decide, someone acting faster may seize the chance before you. Perfection isn't always necessary sometimes. Timely action is more important. Ask yourself, how can I act faster and more effectively? What resources can I leverage to minimize waste? Sun Tzu teaches that success lies in how wisely you use your time and energy. Every day spent in indecision is a day lost to inaction. Make decisive, efficient moves to advance your goals and outpace those who hesitate. Lesson 3. Attack by stratagem. The greatest victory is to win without fighting. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu teaches that the highest form of warfare is achieving victory without the need for battle. Rather than direct confrontation, he advocates manipulating the enemy, dividing their forces, and using psychological tactics to weaken their resolve. This approach minimizes losses while ensuring long-term success. Netflix serves as an excellent example of this strategy. Instead of competing directly with traditional rental stores like Blockbuster, Netflix changed the game entirely. By introducing streaming, eliminating late fees, and offering unmatched convenience, Netflix rendered its competitors irrelevant. It achieved victory without a fight. In life, you can also apply this principle. For instance, if you face competition at work, instead of engaging in direct rivalry, focus on leveraging your strengths to enhance your value. Similarly, in conflicts with colleagues, aim to align interests and build alliances by finding common goals. Strategic influence isn't about deceit, it's about intelligence and achieving your objectives with minimal conflict. Consider this. How can I secure an advantage without resorting to direct confrontation? How can I influence situations to work in my favor? Sun Tzu reminds us that true victory is not about brute strength, but about wisdom and strategy. Winning without fighting is the hallmark of a master strategist. Lesson 4. Tactical dispositions. The skillful fighter puts himself beyond the possibility of defeat and waits for an opportunity to defeat his enemy. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu emphasizes the importance of preparation and readiness. When conflict is inevitable, your defense must be so strong that defeat is impossible. At the same time, you should patiently wait for the right opportunity to strike, turning the tides in your favor. This balance of strong defense and strategic offense is the cornerstone of success. Think of Google as an example. The company's dominance in search engines isn't just due to its superior algorithm. Google invests heavily in security, infrastructure, and innovation, ensuring that competitors cannot easily disrupt its position. By fortifying its core systems, Google remains nearly untouchable, while its proactive advancements keep it ahead of the competition. In everyday life, this principle applies to both personal and professional challenges. For instance, if you're preparing for a major career shift, ensure you've built a safety net, such as savings or a fallback plan, so you can take risks without fear of failure. Once you're secure, look for the ideal moment to act boldly. To implement this strategy, start by reinforcing your position. Build your skills, relationships, and resources to a point where setbacks won't derail you. Then identify opportunities to strike when conditions are most favorable. Sun Tzu teaches that a strong foundation and calculated timing can make even the most challenging conflicts manageable. Lesson 5. Energy. The control of a large force is the same as that of a small force. It is merely a matter of dividing their numbers. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu introduces the concept of energy as the effective use of resources and teamwork. Coordinating efforts efficiently, whether in small teams or large armies, creates synergy, a force greater than the sum of its parts. When properly channeled, this energy can lead to swift and decisive victories. An excellent example of this principle is seen in the operations of SpaceX. Elon Musk's team leverages coordinated efforts across engineering, operations, and management to achieve monumental goals like reusable rockets. By aligning these diverse elements, SpaceX achieves what once seemed impossible, all through efficient energy use. In sports, we see this in synchronized team dynamics. A basketball team that moves in harmony, passing, defending, and anticipating the opponent's moves can outplay a team of individually skilled but uncoordinated players. Energy isn't just about effort, it's about directing that effort intelligently. In your own life, focus on aligning your actions with your goals. Identify tasks or resources that complement each other and combine them for maximum impact. For example, if you're balancing work and personal growth, look for overlapping opportunities, like taking courses that enhance both your career and personal interests. Sun Tzu teaches that channeling energy effectively is the secret to turning potential into power. Lesson 6. Weak points and strong. You can be sure of succeeding in your attacks if you only attack places that are undefended. Sun Tzu. The key to victory, according to Sun Tzu, lies in identifying and exploiting the enemy's weak points while avoiding their strengths. A direct confrontation with an opponent's stronghold often leads to unnecessary losses, whereas targeting vulnerabilities ensures greater efficiency and success. Amazon Prime's rapid success is a modern example of this principle. While competitors focused on price wars, Amazon identified a weak point, delivery speed, and used it to its advantage. By guaranteeing two-day delivery, Amazon transformed customer expectations and cemented its dominance without engaging in unproductive battles over pricing. In life, this principle is invaluable. If you're working on a team project, focus on areas where others may lack expertise, allowing you to make a unique contribution. Similarly, if you're competing for a job, highlight skills or experiences that set you apart rather than trying to match others on common ground. To apply this strategy, assess the strengths and weaknesses of your environment. Where can you add unique value? What obstacles should you avoid? Sun Tzu reminds us that the art of war and success is not about overpowering your opponents, but outmaneuvering them. Attack where they are unprepared, and victory will be yours. Lesson 7. Maneuvering. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu highlights the importance of tactical flexibility and maneuvering in battle. Success often depends on your ability to adapt to rapidly changing circumstances while maintaining control of your forces. Tactical maneuvering allows you to turn even chaotic situations into opportunities by staying agile and exploiting weaknesses in your opponent's strategy. Consider Uber's rise to dominance in the ride-hailing industry. Uber entered a fragmented market of traditional taxis, using a flexible business model that adapted to each city's regulations, customer preferences, and logistical challenges. By maneuvering around bureaucratic obstacles and leveraging technology, Uber disrupted the entire industry. In everyday life, this principle applies to problem-solving and decision-making. For instance, during a challenging work project, being adaptable and open to alternative approaches can lead to creative solutions that others may overlook. Similarly, in sports, a flexible game plan allows a team to respond effectively to an opponent's unexpected strategies. To practice maneuvering, stay vigilant and assess your situation continuously. Be prepared to adjust your plans and seize opportunities as they arise. Sun Tzu reminds us that agility and adaptability are key to navigating complexity and turning potential disadvantages into advantages. Lesson 8. Variation in tactics. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu emphasizes that no single strategy works in every situation. The key to sustained success is adaptability, adjusting your tactics to fit the unique circumstances of each conflict. Rigid thinking and over-reliance on past successes can lead to predictable outcomes and failure. Apple exemplifies this principle through its ability to innovate and adapt. While its initial success stemmed from the Macintosh, Apple continually evolved with the iPod, iPhone, and its current focus on services like iCloud and Apple Pay. By varying its tactics, Apple has maintained relevance and leadership across decades of changing markets. In life, sticking to the same methods in every situation can limit your potential. For example, the way you approach one job interview may not work for another. Similarly, a strategy that worked in one business venture might need to be rethought for a different market. To apply this principle, avoid becoming overly attached to any single strategy. Evaluate the unique aspects of each challenge and tailor your approach accordingly. Sun Tzu teaches that flexibility and creativity in tactics ensure that you remain unpredictable and effective, even when circumstances change. Lesson 9. The Army on the March. Move swiftly where you are least expected. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu underscores the importance of logistics, discipline, and strategic movement. A well-coordinated march allows your forces to maintain strength, avoid unnecessary risks, and position themselves advantageously. The success of an army often hinges on its ability to move efficiently and anticipate challenges. Amazon's supply chain demonstrates this principle perfectly. Its vast logistics network is optimized for speed and efficiency, ensuring that products reach customers quickly. Amazon's ability to position warehouses strategically and adapt to demand fluctuations is a key reason for its dominance in e-commerce. In personal or professional endeavors, strategic movement can mean positioning yourself where opportunities are most likely to arise. For example, networking at the right events or pursuing education in a high-demand field positions you for success. In sports, moving unpredictably on the field or court can catch opponents off guard and create scoring opportunities. To implement this lesson, focus on planning your moves with precision, assess the terrain, whether physical, emotional, or professional, and calculate the best route to your goal. Avoid unnecessary risks, but be bold where the payoff is worth it. As Sun Tzu teaches, victory often comes to those who position themselves where success is both attainable and unexpected. Lesson 10. Terrain. Know the ground you stand on, and you will stand firm. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu emphasizes that understanding the terrain is essential for achieving strategic advantage. Terrain represents more than just physical geography. It includes the environment, circumstances, and dynamics that shape any conflict or competition. Mastering the terrain allows you to position yourself advantageously while minimizing risks. Take Airbnb as an example. The company redefined the terrain of the hospitality industry by bypassing traditional hotel models and leveraging unused residential spaces. This strategy not only reduced costs, but also allowed Airbnb to expand rapidly into markets where competitors were slow to adapt. In life, terrain can represent your circumstances or the challenges of a specific situation. For instance, if you're starting a new job, understanding the terrain of workplace culture, team dynamics, and expectations can help you adapt quickly and position yourself for success. Similarly, in sports, analyzing the playing field and understanding its nuances can give you a tactical edge. To apply this lesson, assess the terrain you're navigating. Ask yourself, what are the conditions, constraints, and opportunities in this situation? How can I use them to my advantage? Sun Tzu teaches that when you master the ground beneath you, you gain the clarity and confidence needed to advance toward victory. Lesson 11. The 9 situations. Every situation requires a unique response. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu outlines 9 specific scenarios that an army might encounter, each requiring a tailored strategy. The overarching lesson is that no 2 situations are identical, and success depends on your ability to recognize the nuances of the environment and adapt accordingly. Blindly applying the same strategy to every scenario is a recipe for failure. Netflix's expansion strategy illustrates this principle. In different markets, Netflix tailors its content to fit local tastes, preferences, and regulations. By recognizing the distinct situations of each region, Netflix successfully adapted to become a global leader in streaming. In your personal or professional life, this principle applies to decision-making and problem-solving. For example, dealing with a challenging colleague requires a different approach than resolving a conflict with a close friend. Similarly, growing a business in a competitive urban market will demand a different strategy than expanding in a rural area. To use this lesson, evaluate each situation carefully. Ask yourself, what is unique about this scenario? How can I adapt my approach to fit the circumstances? Sun Tzu teaches that the path to success lies in understanding that no situation is static and that adaptability is the ultimate strength. Lesson 12. Attack by fire. Use natural forces to gain advantage. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu advocates leveraging natural elements, such as fire, to weaken the enemy and disrupt their resources. In modern terms, this translates to exploiting external factors or conditions to create chaos for your competitors or opponents, forcing them to react to your advantage. A modern example is Tesla's strategy to disrupt the automotive industry by capitalizing on the growing demand for sustainability and clean energy. By aligning its business model with this natural force, Tesla gained market share while traditional automakers struggled to adapt. In life and business, fire can represent a strategic move that forces others to adjust. For example, Launching a marketing campaign that highlights your competitors' weaknesses can shift customer perception in your favor. Similarly, in negotiations, introducing unexpected but logical demands can unsettle the opposing party, giving you leverage. To apply this lesson, look for opportunities to use existing forces or trends to your advantage. Ask, what natural conditions can I use to create disruption and gain the upper hand? Sun Tzu teaches that by aligning your strategy with the forces already at play, you can multiply your impact with minimal effort. Lesson 13. The use of spies. Knowing your enemy is the key to victory. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu concludes the art of war with an essential lesson: the importance of intelligence. Success in any endeavor depends on understanding your opponent's plans, strengths, and weaknesses. Spies, those who gather and deliver crucial information, are invaluable for creating effective strategies and staying one step ahead. In the digital age, companies like Facebook thrive on intelligence. By analyzing user data, they gain insights into behaviors, preferences, and trends, allowing them to tailor their platforms and advertising strategies to dominate the market. This modern espionage is a core element of their success. In everyday life, intelligence is just as important. If you're negotiating a business deal, researching the other party's needs and constraints can help you craft an offer they can't refuse. Similarly, in personal relationships, understanding the perspectives and motivations of others allows you to navigate conflicts and build stronger connections. To apply this lesson, prioritize gathering information before making decisions. Ask yourself, what do I need to know to succeed? Who can provide me with valuable insights? Sun Tzu reminds us that knowledge is power, and those who seek out and leverage intelligence are always better prepared to win. In the art of war, Sun Tzu shows us how strategy, preparation, and adaptability are the keys to achieving success in any challenge. If you're ready to dive deeper into the art of strategy and power dynamics, I recommend The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This book expands on many of the themes we've discussed today, providing actionable insights for navigating relationships, influence, and leadership. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of Sun Tzu's lessons will you apply in your life? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.